Hello everyone. Today let's work on leetcode 3218, the minimum cost for cutting cake. This is version 1. And this is a little bit complicated problem. So let's first read what the problem is about. So we're given a n by n cake that needs to be cut into 1 by 1 pieces. And we're given integers m and n and two arrays. One array is for the horizontal cut. So its size is m minus 1 because we have m rows, and so we have m minus 1 cuts. And the second is a vertical cut of size n minus 1. And each one represents the cost to cut along the horizontal line. Okay, so what we can do is in one operation, we can choose either any piece of cake, and so it means any row or any vertical line or any horizontal line. Then we do a cut with the cost horizontal cut I or vertical cut J. And at the end, all the cake will be 1 by 1 pieces. And we are required to return the minimum total cost to cut the to cut the entire cake into 1 by 1 pieces. So here's an example. So suppose m is 3 and n equals 2, and the horizontal cut costs are 1 and 3. The vertical cut is 5. So the best way to cut this is first we do a vertical cut, right? Then we do the horizontal cut for each row twice. So the total cost will be 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 3 plus 3. And the number is 13, right? 13. We can, if you want to do it the other way, for example, you want to cut 1 and then cut 3, then cut 5, the total cost will be larger. So this way is the best way to do it. And here's another example, and actually you can go with the explanation by yourself, so it's not very hard. And let's see the data range. So the constraint of this problem is m and n are from 1 to 20. So this is not a very large number, and all the others are also not very large. So this indicates that actually this problem has a better solution. However, given the data range is very small, we can actually just do the iteration method. So we iterate every possibility for each intersection point. Then we can get the answer. So what do I mean by iterate all the intersection? So it means, for example, for this position, so there are only two choices. Either we cut vertically first, or we cut horizontally first, right? Then, for example, suppose we have m minus 1 horizontal lines and n minus 1 vertical lines, right? Then, for each intersection at Fij, we either cut, what we can do, we either cut horizontally or vertically, right? This is a very key observation, actually. Although it looks like trivial, but it's a very important observation. Then it indicates that this segment and this segment are the two possible additional costs that we will introduce. So if we cut horizontally, then need additional cost equal to, what is the additional cost if we cut horizontally? So it means we need to cut this part and this part separately, right? Then we need a vertical cut at position J, right? And if we cut vertically, then we need additional cost at this horizontal cut, right? It says I position, right? Then we can look first decide for each intersection whether we shall do the vertical cut or horizontal cut, right? Because this is only determined by the local information. It doesn't require any further global information to determine. So that Fij equals 1, for example, if or 0, depending on the vertical is greater than horizontal or not, okay? Then we can get the final cost. Let's see how we write the code. So for example, we use 2D vector to record f. So this is int, and it's m-1 vertical lines and n-1 horizontal lines. Okay, then we just loop over all the lines. If, as I mentioned, the horizontal, let's make those simpler. So this is HC and this is VC, means horizontal cost and vertical cost, okay? So this is just if HC less than VCJ, then Fij equals 0, right? Otherwise, Fij equals 1. Because it's already initialized to 0, we actually do not need to write this way. We just say if HC is greater or equal to VC, then Fij equals 1. And because we don't care about equal case, because either way should be fine, so we just delete it. So it's a little bit different than this part, but it should be fine. Let's add the equal here, so they are identical to avoid any confusion. So now we can calculate the cost. How to do that? So this is the final return value. Then we first loop all the lines, all the horizontal lines. So I equals 1, I less than n-1 plus I. Then the initial cost will be this horizontal line cost. Then we loop over all the j position less than that. So if we found this place, so this is to check whether this position is cutting horizontal first or vertical first, right? If this is vertical first, then we need to add another HCI for this cost, right? So HC means, let's see, Fij, if it is 1, what does it mean? It means we'll go horizontal first, right? If horizontal greater, if it is 0, then horizontal first, right? And if it is 1, it means the horizontal cost is greater than vertical cost, so it is vertical first. So we see if Fij, now we care about the cases we do the vertical first. Ij equals 1, then cost will be added by HCI, right? Then res add cost. This is for all the vertical lines. Then we do the similar thing for all the this is for all the horizontal lines. Then we do the same thing for all the vertical lines. In order to do that, this is the same code, just J and I are changed. So here is N and here is J. And now it's vertical at J. Here is I, M, and I. So this is VCJ. And here is 0 because we are checking for the vertical positions. And I think that's it. We just return RES. Let's see. The answer is not correct. Let's read the code again to see what's happening. So basically what we want is we check all the crossing intersection positions. So it's for I equals 0 until I less than m minus 1, then plus plus I, then for j equals 0, j less than n minus 1, plus plus j. If the horizontal cost at I is greater than vertical cost of j, then Fij equals 1. Okay, so if it is 1, it means the horizontal cost is larger. We will do the vertical first. Okay, if it is 0, we'll do the horizontal first. Then we have the final return value RES. Then for I equals 0, I minus m minus 1 plus plus I, we have this cost equals to horizontal cost at position I. Then for every j from 0 to n minus 1, then if ij equals 0, it means we will do the vertical cut first, which means we need to add HCI into this cost. Okay, then RES plus equals to cost. Now we check for all the for all the horizontal lines already. Then this part is all the vertical lines, right? So it's for j from 0 to n minus 1 plus j. Then cost is the vertical cost at position j. And for I, from 0 all the way until n minus 1, plus plus I, right? Plus plus I. Then if Fij is 0, it means we'll do the horizontal first. Then we add another vertical cost j at this position. Then RES will plus equal to cost. Then we return RES. This seems correct. Let's see what's happening. So we have 19 here. And how about this one? We have 18 here. So it sounds like some additional cost is added. Let's do another debug. So if HC greater than VC, Fij is 1. This means the horizontal cost I is greater than the vertical cost. So it is vertical first. So here is 1 means vertical first. So the cost is HCI. RES is added to RES. And this cost is also added to RES. This is initially VC for all the I positions. If Ij equals 0, cost plus equal to VCJ. Let's see if there are some other issues. Maybe we can print the Fij here. So Fij, right? Let's see. It seems Fij is some value are missing. Why we only have so for each m we should have, oh okay, it's correct. So all of these two values are seems right because we have 0, right? Then let's see. This is horizontal I. So this should be initially to 1. Then so if HC is greater than VC, Fij is 1. So that these two are 0 because we first do the vertical line, right? We first do the vertical line. We didn't do the horizontal lines. Oh, I think we make this incorrect because if the HCI is greater than VCJ, it means if we do it vertically, then yeah, so the horizontal I is greater than vertical J, which means the horizontal for this line, for example, this line is suppose this is not 5, then for example this is something less than 3, then we need this line or this line. Then Fij equals 1 means HC is greater than VC, so that we need to do horizontal line first, right? These two are flipped. This is vertical first, okay? And I think this way this will work. So this is 0 and this is 1, right? Let's see. Yeah, leetcode is very slow sometimes. You just need to refresh many times. Yeah, so basically we made this argument incorrectly at first. Oh, something wrong with leetcode. Let's try again. Okay, it seems correct. Let's submit. Yeah, it works. And sorry for the confusion. So let's see it here. So HC, if HC is greater, then actually we want to avoid cutting from HC, right? We need to cut horizontal first, right? So we can avoid cutting several times. if HC is smaller, then it's this condition. We'll do the vertical first. Okay, and that's it for this problem. And thanks for watching. See you next time.